Hey guys, what is up? My name is Harley, and this is a game of Drop Zone. And before I say anything, Drop Zone is a decent game mode. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun. I mean, it does have more snipers. It did take me I got this on my first game, but I played a game after this. I left this lobby because I got tired of the RPGs and the C4s and all the grenades and all the snipers laying on the ground. So I went to another lobby, and it was even worse than this one. I'm not gonna lie. It really was worse than this one. But anyways, that's the end of that. Drop Zone is a good game, and if you want to play it, go ahead and play it. I recommend it. At least, go ahead and try it. But what I want to get in today is I want to get into something a little more serious today, because I usually just joke around and, talk about random stuff during my commentary, talk about life itself, talk about, random news that's happened, and what I want to get into today is back when you were a kid. You remember back when you were a kid and you got that brand new Nintendo 64 or that Nintendo, and you were so happy, you were so ecstatic that you got that gaming system, and you always wanted your friends to come over and play, and you always just wanted to play one game only, and that was the only game you ever played. It's not like that anymore. And I just want to know where the community has gone. I know we got all this Xbox stuff, and we got all these computers that are technology advanced, and I know you got all this new technology, but I mean, come on, man. Where's all this gone? And it just reminded me, because my friend yesterday, Brittany, was playing Sonic the Hedgehog on Xbox on the arcade. And I just was curious, where'd you guys start out at gaming? Because I started out in the Nintendo playing Zelda with my father, actually. My father, actually, when I was 3 years old, introduced me into the Nintendo scene. He bought me a Nintendo 64 before he passed away. I mean, my mom bought us games for the Nintendo 64 as well. I mean, we had so much fun on those games, and where has the fun gone? Now you got people who make money off of YouTube and, make money by going to different states playing games. I know the industry is growing, but has the community grown at all? Do you personally think the community has grown at all? I think there's still a bunch of, jerks, basically. I mean, most of the game lobbies you get into, you get that dude, that is on top of the leaderboard that's like, yeah, man, I'm better than you, fuck you, you're trash, I don't care what you have to say, it doesn't matter. But honestly, if you love and enjoy playing the game, who cares? Who cares what they think? Who cares what I think about you using an RPG? Who cares about what I think about you using C4? Because I use C4. I mean, who cares about what anybody thinks about your game? Who cares if I think you're a douchebag for sitting in a corner with a sniper rifle? I just want to remember back in the old days when I used to love playing video games just to play video games. That was all I used to do. I mean, I remember when I stayed home and I actually tried to fake being sick one day, and my mom caught me for trying to play sick. Sorry, I couldn't concentrate there. But I tried to play sick so that I could stay home and I could beat Super Smash Brothers with Jigglypuff, because I couldn't beat it with Jigglypuff. I ended up beating it, but I beat Super Smash Brothers with basically all the characters in that game. I mean, primarily Pikachu was the easiest because he was my main character. But I just want to remember back in the day when everything was so fun, so entertaining, and so time consuming that, it was just outstanding. I mean, it was outstanding the way we used to play games. The way we used to take our time out of the day to, play our games instead of, going outside, riding our bikes, stuff like that. And I'd come home from school every day, and I'd play games because that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't want to stay outside. I mean, I went outside. Of course I went outside. Played football and stuff like that. But once I got introduced into gaming, it kind of grew. It kind of grew my passion. And that gets me to my question today, guys. I'm halfway through this video, and I want to know, what is your passion in life? Do you like cars? Do you like space? Do you want to be an astronaut? Do you want to be a firefighter? Do you want to be a YouTuber? Do you want to develop your own game? I mean, what drives you in life? And where you originally started playing games. I would love to know when you originally started playing games. That's just so interesting to me, because I hear people nowadays that are like, yeah, I just bought my first gaming system. And I mean, they're my age, and I'm 20 if you didn't know. But, you know, they're like, yeah, they're my age. And I'm like, what? You just now bought an Xbox 360. So, you're never saying that you never played, you know, a PS3 or an Xbox or, you know, a PlayStation 1 or, you know, a Nintendo or anything like that. They're like, no, I haven't. And I was like, wow, man, that is ridiculous. I can't believe how far I've come and how much I've grown in the gaming scene, just as a person. And it just comes to realize that you can never take anything for granted. I mean, all these kids that are on Xbox, you know, no offense if you're younger than like the age of 14. But, you know, most of these 12-year-old kids I got into a game with yesterday kept calling me a nigga, and they kept calling me a douchebag, and said they had my mom suck their dick because I was beating them. And I mean, what happened? What happened? Is it the new age? Like, is the technology ruining kids, or what? Or is it just the fact that they have older brothers and they want to copy their older brothers and be friends with their older brothers' friends because they think that they deserve to be friends with their older brother or something like that, to where they walk around and they use all these bad words and they curse and they scream and they yell and, you know, they tell people they're stupid and go to hell and they should die in a hole. And I mean, the other day on League of Legends, I got told that I should go die in a hole or something like that because I'm a faggot and I use the most OP characters, which I was Jax, if you did not know, or play League of Legends. And I mean, he's a good champ. Don't get me wrong. He's a damn good champ, but he's not overpowered. And I was just curious, you know, like, why do people get so mad and so frustrated? Is it just because of the fact that they're so competitive? Like, I know I get mad and frustrated, but I don't get mad and frustrated because I lose. I get mad and frustrated because my team are not playing like they should be playing. And I mean, you know, you originally should play the game to have fun. I understand that. But at the same time, shouldn't you play to win? I mean, that's personally my opinion. You should always play to win. I think that's just me and like my outlook on everything, because every game I've ever played, I've always played to win. I've always strived to be the best, and I've always tried to be the better, beat the next person that's better than me. Or, you know, like sometimes I'll even stay in a lobby. If a guy just completely demolishes me, I'll stay in that lobby until I beat him, and then I'm satisfied, and then I'll leave, and I'll be like, yeah, I finally beat him. And I feel accomplished. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, if I know it's just me because I'm really competitive, but I want to know what your guys' opinions are. And I just don't get how these little like 8 to 12-year-old kids can sit there and call me a N-word and, you know, sit there and call me a faggot and all this stuff. And I had some guy the other day who actually, when I was in Jive Turkey 600, link will be in the description, his channel, when I was in his live stream, I'm a mod in there, and he actually was sitting there, and I was gone. I was grabbing myself something to drink, and I looked down, and there was something that said, like, you know, you're a faggot ass worthless piece of shit, you stupid nigger. And if I offended you by saying the N-word, I apologize, but I had to quote exactly what he had to say. And I just don't get it. How can people be so just rude, disrespectful, even if they don't even know a person? Are they jealous just because he has a YouTube and they can't? is because he has like a lot more subs than he does. But anyway, guys, my name is Harley, and I want to know what your opinion is. So if you could drop it in the comments. All right, my name is Harley. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.